Hey y'all, I had to try to do a round two. Hey Love Blake, hey C Mac TV, how you doing? How y'all doing? Let me know if y'all could hear me okay. If y'all can't hear me all right, then I'll turn up the volume. But honey, I just tried to hit the live button on, the regular YouTube, right? But they said I was buffering. Hey Bush Baby, let me know if I'm buffering, if I'm still buffering, Bush Baby. Because I don't know what went on with that. But I was like, well, let me try to go through StreamYard. Maybe it'll do better this way. And I was like, let me try again, child. Let me try again. But anyway, I'm assuming I'm not buffering or y'all would tell me, okay? But anyway, like I said, I just really was talking about a couple. Oh, thank you, bitch, baby. I just came on to really check in. Really, I was in and out this past weekend here on YouTube. I did what I did. I did what I could, but like I said, I caught a couple of lives. I caught Kimmy's live. Hey, Petty Printergrass, how you doing? Thank you. No buffering, thank you. Yeah, I tried to go on the other way. Just hitting the live button on YouTube, but Bush Baby and a couple others said I was buffering. So I was like, let me not be lazy, honey, and try to fire up the stream yard. I paid for it. Might as well, child. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, um, the thing that was most notable to me this weekend was not even that thing between Kimmy and the burnt chitlin, aka TMO, and we know her all well, nobody likes me, but the thing that was most interesting to me, not and then I heard about a couple of camera slips and all this and all that there whatnot. But the thing that stood out the most to me was the begathon going on, honey. The begathons for trips going on. And I'm like, oh Lord. So now y'all have to fund extracurricular activities as well. I mean, like, what is going on? All the stuff going on in the world. You got all these food prices, gas prices, mortgages going up, medications going up, all types of insurances going up. Brian and the begathon for his vacay. Too, from what I understand, he not the only one begging for the vacay money. But my thing is, hey, Dr. Soapy, honey, if you got to beg for it, that's an extracurricular activity, honey. Then you don't need to do it. We are rent, right? Rent going up, everything going up, and you online begging for a trip because you want to go on a trip, honey. A trip is extra, all right. And who are the people on here funding these people to go have fun in their absence? I don't understand that. That don't make sense to me. I wish the heck I would. Exactly. Why would you fund a trip for another adult? And then, like I was saying earlier, these people act like they're reverting back to childhood, Dr. Soapy, right? I understand why they like those baby avatars now. Cause they acting like they want a whole bunch of YouTube mamas and daddies on here. Cause when you was a child, your parents funded your food, clothing, shelter. Took you on vacations and bought you pencil and paper for school, clothes to go on your back, food to go in your mouth. Your parents did all that, right? Honey, but we are online, Dr. Soapy, with adults. I mean, these people are 30 years old and up, right? Why are they online begging for people to pay for their extracurricular activities? Child, and they get mad. You know why they get mad when you don't? It is just ignorant, Dr. Soapy. It's ignorant, and I feel embarrassed for them, you know, and because I think maybe it's become the norm, so I guess they think it's okay if somebody else is doing it or whatever, but you making yourself look bad, right? And like a Bush Baby said, and get mad when you don't donate. That is entitlement. Honey, nobody is entitled to your hard earned money, okay? You are not, you do not have to feel indebted, to pay for anybody's trip. That don't make no sense to me, okay? Y'all want to fund Brian to get him a plane ticket. Y'all want to fund this, that, and the other to go on a cruise. Y'all want to fund this. Y'all want to fund that. Honey, pay for your food prices, your rent, your gas, your mortgage, your utilities. Honey, your own kids. Worry about what's going on in your own home. Okay. Child, because it seems like the tougher the world gets, the more ignorant people are becoming, right? They don't have to stand out on the corner and beg no money. They can click a live button and beg online, okay? For extracurricular activities. I ain't never seen no hey Betty Boop. I ain't never seen y'all got need to some of these folks need to get a grip. And how is it some people that donate, right? How have you made these adults feel so entitled to your pockets that they get mad if you don't donate? I was right. I was taught right, right? Broke people stay at home. Thank you, Dr. Sophie. Honey, if you can't afford to go on that trip, then keep your butt at home. Oh my goodness. And why would you want to pay for somebody else to go have fun? Like, make that make sense. What's the logic behind that? Oh, y'all want some good content. Oh, this, that, and the other. If that don't even make sense. If you want some content on the trip, go take your own trip, honey. Go take the videos of you having fun. Okay, I'm confused. Like, what is going on around? How has this become the norm? Oh, my people gonna pay for this. Oh, my people gonna fund that. So we can get some good footage. Child, ain't nobody doing nothing no different than they was on the last vacation. Okay. The same thing they do on vacation is the same thing they do online in their everyday life. Okay. When it comes to these YouTube streets. Right, Dr. Sophie, watch TV is free. Exactly. The only thing talking is that the content talking. I mean, like trying to catch somebody in an awkward position, not, you know? And I'm like, sure. Mm-mm. And as far as that Seattle trip, honey, it's got everybody in the butt, especially TMO, honey. She is upset. She is beside herself with Shakim and Honest Roll, right? Well, at least I will say that Honest Roll is paying his own way. Now, I don't know if Shakim is fundraising this time or not, but I know Brian is fundraising heavily. And Brian, are you really going on this trip, Brian? That's what I want to. And she, man, she out of her fifties. Child. I don't understand how a grown woman would expect loyalty, from people that she don't even know. Like, ooh, going through somebody's computer. Right, is that what they're gonna do this time? Half of them running from the camera. Oh, okay, right, talent. Right, running from the camera, child, right? And why is he always trying to pop up somewhere and don't never he want to be unseen, but he want to be seen. Does he want to be discovered? Like I'm trying to make what if he want to be discovered, if he want everybody to know what he look like, why don't he just cut on his camera? You're running here, you're running there, you're running around everywhere. Okay. Y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind. I'm just trying to. I would just watch it, child. And like I said, that was the highlight. That was the thing that stood out the most this weekend for me, Doctor Sophie. Not all the back and forth, child. I'm kind of used to all that by now, cause ooh, child, whatever. I got a good little kiki out of Kimmy and TMO going. Um, going through it briefly. Hey, heavy bear. Well, Seattle is beautiful. It's very expensive, and they need to stay their broke ass home. I heard it was very expensive in Seattle, heavy bear. So if they're asking for donations now, what's going to happen when they get there? Because now I remember the Vegas trip, this past Vegas trip with Ness, right? So I'm thinking Ness is opting to stay at home. And if y'all want to see her, y'all come to her city, okay? Because so she got somewhere to stay. She ain't got to pay for a hotel room, okay? Child. I've been on these, uh, I guess these internet streets since the days of Yahoo. Or let me go back. Since the days of Yahoo Chat, and there's never been any loyalty. It doesn't exist online, petty pentagrams, right? Right, they ain't got no shame, right? So I guess Ness said, I want to have Nessication, but I'm gonna stay at home, okay? Y'all come see me in expensive Seattle, okay? But I guess that's just what? She ain't gotta pay for no hotel room. She can go back home to her own apartment at night, okay? Child. But make it so bad she the one got the sense because she ain't the one got to travel. She ain't got to book a flight or do nothing, okay? Child. And then her itinerary. I mean, that sounded kind of juvenile. I don't mean no harm. This ain't no shade. But I heard her talking about going to a haunted house because it's around Halloween. I guess that's her favorite time of year or whatever. Halloween, going to a haunted house, and and what was it? Karaoke or something like that. Dr. Sophie said she ain't spitting nothing. The dummies is that? Child, they better catch Steve. Mm-mm. Bush baby said, and if Talon thinks he's in the upper echelon, why would he want to exactly, Bush baby. This doesn't live in Seattle. She lives in a much smaller city in Washington State. Oh, she don't? Oh, okay. I thought she lived in Seattle. Oh, but wherever it is, I bet she ain't buying no plane ticket. Okay. Or paying for no hotel room. These people on here think people don't have a family to take care of. Thank you. Thank you. School just started in NYC. Thanksgiving, Christmas coming up. People big to child food, clothing, and shelter. Food, clothing, even if you ain't got no kids. Okay, stuff is so expensive. And shoot, food, medicine, and clothing and shelter, insurance and all of this and all that, honey. Ooh, child. I don't even, and that's fine that food is, if Halloween is huge on the Pacific Coast, but honey, if you got a beg to get there, you might want to rethink your options. Maybe you can save up and take a trip to the Pacific Coast next year. Because if I want to take a trip, I don't come online and ask nobody to buy me a plane ticket or give me some money for some hotel room or some food or whatever. I save up and do it myself, and if I can't afford it, I don't go. Because why? Because that's an extracurricular activity. And I say again, why do you want to pay for somebody else to go have fun? That's not logical to me. But hey, to each his own. But this is just my commentary. You know, that coupled with the fact that I don't think Brian going anywhere. But if Brian go on this trip, I will be shocked. Go, Brian. I hope he does go, but I will truly be shocked. I'll be shocked, Doctor Soap. Mm-hmm. I really would, child. Then I'm not sure that, but and what would be the interaction between him and Ro? Like, should we be afraid for Ro? Like, I'm confused, child. My parents taught us if you can't pay for your own way, stay at home. Exactly, Betty Boo. Some of these people clearly they don't either they don't have no home training or they don't have no shame or both. Okay. Like I said, if you don't even have to be a bum sleeping on the street anymore. You can be a bum online, okay? Child, a bum right from the comfort of your own home. It must be nice. And then they go to holler, oh, she jealous. Oh, you checking my pockets. Oh, you this, that. I'm just trying to check for some common sense around here. And like I say, I want to know who these people are that are funding these trips. Okay? Child, ATT speaks. How you doing? And why? If you're gonna fund somebody else a trip, why don't you take yourself on that trip? I'm confused. But hey, this is just my commentary, Chad. It don't make no difference to me one way or the other because ain't nothing coming out of my pocket. For those of us that do commentary, this is just commentary, Chad. Uh, when was he not going? He said to he was going to is what? Did he, Dr. Shelby? What? Right, virtual panhandling. Lord, I mean, I really don't think he's going at all, Dr. Soapy, to be quite honest with you. Now, I could be wrong, honey. I'm not psychic, but I would truly be shocked. But I can't believe he said that. Well, what did Sean Kim say about that? My God, that's a scary situation. A sucker born every minute, right, Bush baby? Oh my God, that is a scary situation. Oh Lord. Mm-mm. Ooh. I, I didn't even hear that, Dr. Soapy. My God. Well, thank good. I'm glad I think he not going. Okay. I'm glad I think he not going. If he's saying stuff like that, my friend would never allow that. Who's your friend, Dr. Soapy? Child, that is a scary situation. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. It's a horrible situation, right? Mm-mm. Oh, and speaking of salad, I peeked in on the salad challenge this weekend. I tried to. I read about through it. Um, I thought it was cute. Was it salad or was salad the challenge or was it just a side dish? When it comes to some people, I'm confused. Um, I googled husband. Oh, you good googled haunted houses in Seattle, and the cheapest place was $37. It is very sick, Doctor Soapy, especially if you go around saying stuff like that. My God, oh Lord, uh. That boy is out of control. He is clearly off his meds, so he ain't never had none. But you know, it's a lot of people. You know, let me tell you something, Doctor Soapy. I be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Because you have often heard me say, and for some people it's true that mental illness, be flying free around here, right? But for some people, I think that they're just flat out just that ignorant. Um, I don't know uh what's really going on with people these days, but I think that he seems like he's very dangerous. Absolutely, I would have to agree with that. Just off the hinges crazy. That's why I don't think he's going on this trip, honestly. But I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, should they be afraid if he does? If he does pop up like a Jason from the Halloween thing, if he does pop up, child, mental illness is real on these YouTube streets, but so is ignorance. Some folks is just downright ignorant. They don't have no couth about themselves. They act like I can't even say they act like they was raised in a barn, honey. I can't even say they was act like they was raised in a wow. Were they raised in a petri dish? Because a lot of them are leeches and parasites and everything else, bacteria, all of it, child. Ugh. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Lordy, everything in Seattle is expensive, and maybe that's why they have a huge homeless pop. Maybe so, but whether it's expensive or not, this ain't stupid. She already at home, okay? So she can pay her $37 for the haunted house, and she can go home and get her something to eat, okay? Y'all better catch tea. Ooh, child. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. But anyway, for those that have already booked their trips, I hope they have fun. Um, I'm just kind of side eyeing Brian. I don't know, homeboy. Lord have mercy. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know, but anyway, honey, like that's what I noticed. That's the thing that stood out to me. Like I said, that whole traveling thing, that's an extracurricular activity. We are adults around here, and y'all need to stop indulging these grown people. Okay, like I said earlier, there's no wonder why they like these baby art avatars, cause they acting like they want some internet mommy and daddies to fund their lifestyles. That's ridiculous to me. Ness and her crew should go to Portland, Oregon. Tacoma. Okay. Sorry, not sorry. My dog has more class than some of these folks. You got that right, Betty Boo. Child, I watched the last struggle vacation. Won't be what is that Betty Boo? Struggle vacation. Okay. Struggle vacation. That's how I see it. Struggle vacation. Cause that's what it was the last time in Vegas, right? Why you think Ness want to stay home this time? Cause it was a struggle vacation last time, okay? Who do you think should have won? I mean, I thought everybody that our lovely loved one. I don't know who I think should have won. Those people don't cook like me. Okay, so I really can't call it. But it was good for them to join the challenge. Or whatever if that's what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? But I'm sure the person that won the most out of the whole challenge was Bizarro. Okay. Mm-hmm. But her fake want to be from Miami ass. Girl, you sound like you from down there in from somewhere in Louisiana or somewhere. Did you get displaced? Did your family relocate from during the time of Katrina to somewhere in Florida or something? Cause girl, you better stop playing with these people around here, child. Uh-uh. And I really think, and the reason why Pizarro do what she do is because, and she's pathetic, but I think that they feel sorry for her, so they feel sorry for you, and they donate to you all the time. So now you want them to feel sorry for somebody else, and you want them to fund somebody's vacation. Ain't that taken away from your crab legs, girl, or your casino money, or your marijuana money, or whatever? Girl, girl, I'm confused. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. But yeah, as far as Geo, I didn't look too much into it. I mean, like I said, these people don't cook like I cook. These people don't think like I think. These people don't act like I act, child. Okay, I ain't never seen nothing like it. Mm-mm. We don't have the same mentality. Oh yeah, y'all please hit the like button. There's a couple of us in here. I really, like I said, I really just want to check in. I couldn't believe the begathon that was going on for vacations, for extracurricular activities. I'm like, child, make it make sense. And I heard Bertha May around there going off on Krista now. I don't know what's behind all of that, but honey, she is not feeling Krista for real. Okay. I don't know what the deal is exactly with that, but I was like, okay, interesting. All right. And then I seen some of Ness's uh uh I don't know what that was about Jay Wilson, but y'all know that made Jay Wilson feel good when she had that live about him, okay? Brian gonna mess up the trip if he even gets there. TT speaks. I'm suspicious as to whether he'll actually go on the trip, whether he'll actually show up or not. But time will tell. I mean, he could. I don't know. But he sure is making enemies out of people before talking crazy. See, here's the thing. Here's my thing. He said he going on a trip, right? He's doing a fundraiser to buy his plane ticket, right? But he's insulting a lot of people before he even get to the trip. So I'm thinking, is he self sabotaging? Is him getting into it with people that are supposed to be on the vacation with him? Is this him way? Is his way of making up an excuse as to why he's not going to go at the last minute? See, I really got to think about what's going on, in my opinion. Since he's insulting everybody and wreaking all this havoc. It seemed like what they call it, crashing out, and he ain't even went on a trip yet. So I'm like, child, he's gonna mess with the wrong person. He is not the only one who carries a pow. He can't carry a pow pow on the plane. How's he gonna get it there? Child. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Don't make no sense. Like I said, Dr. Soapy, I don't think he's going anywhere. Hey, Stomp Down, how you doing, Miss O? Multiple people are applauding Big Pizza for her wonderful salad challenge. And the $300+ she gave out. Pizza said she didn't make a penny on the challenge. Do tell. Well, now Stomp Down, I just don't believe that. I really don't. And hey, Soul Sister, how you doing, Soul Sister? Girl, what you think about the goings on in the world? Mm-mm. I would love to have you and Stomp Down hit the link and tell me and let us talk about some real world topics, okay? F a pizza challenge, F for grown people trying to get other grown people to pay for their trips. What's going on with Trump? That's what I want to talk about, okay? Child. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That's why I can't hardly take none of this stuff serious, okay? Child. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. People got real world problems. I wouldn't go to church with most of these people. I wouldn't go nowhere else with them. I know that's right. Okay, so sister, hold on. I'm gonna drop the link for you. Brian be going off on TMO. Oh, he been going off on What he been going off on her for? Child. Mm, 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 Well, he got to find somebody. He must done left Jeff. He must have left Jay Wilson alone for a minute or something. Child, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like I said, the thing that stuck out to me the most was the begathon. Not out of arguing. That's par for the course around here. Because really nobody really ain't mad at nobody anyway around here. The uh and a lot of people don't even understand organic beef anymore. I noticed that because they were talking about James and Sean beefing. They're gonna beef from now until the end of time. Okay. Because that is a forever beef. And a lot of people can't understand that because they're so flip floppy and wishy washy. They don't even take themselves seriously, let alone somebody else. Okay? Child, Catherine and Big TMO going at it. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Catherine Powell and TMO? What they going through? What are they going through it about? I had to laugh at that one, y'all. Ooh, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And I can understand anybody that give the old 1-2 to TMO because, honey, she is just a hot crybaby mess. Okay, girl, you make people don't like you. Okay, cause you crying, whine too much with your black ass. Girl, sit down somewhere. Ain't nobody worried about your big chitlin smelling ass, bitch. I'm talking about TMO. Okay, she make people want to virtually knock her around. Okay, girl, girl. Oh, the nerve. What's wrong with her, y'all? What's wrong with her? Mm-mm. She get on my nerves. Mm-mm. A lot of these people get on my nerves, y'all. That's why I can't. I can't even hardly. Hey, Colette, how you doing? I'll be like, I be. TMO was talking about her brand that she has. She ain't got no brand or what. Her brand or what? Her favorite brand of donuts. Like, what we talking about? Stomp down for real. She a big old chitlin, C-Mac TV. She like a big old chitlin, a big old burnt chitlin, okay? Brian has made 2 videos on her dragging her Nashville from Nashville to Texas. Oh Lord. What did she do to Brian? Child, as soon as you hear this video, I'll be next, but y'all know I don't give a damn, okay? Child, stay on child, they are the whiners, right? Stay on TMO is more interesting, okay? Child. I did watch Kimmy rip TMO. Yeah, and she deserved it. TMO deserved every time somebody drag her little crispy ass, she deserved it, okay? Cause that bitch is delusional. Mm-hmm. For real. She's absolutely delusional. So whoever wanna drag TMO, okay? Hot dog. She deserved it. Alright? Who reported all those people from the I don't know, right? That was crazy, but what tripped me out, Gio, was the fact that they weren't the what do you call it, the Hispanic immigrants. They were from the Asian persuasion immigrants. So how'd they get over here like that? I was like, child, Kimmy served TMO for the loadout worthless gunner. Did she stomp down? Kimmy did that. Oh yes, she did. Oh yes, she did. TMO and the non-existent brand. Like I said, what her brand? The what? Chitlin. Tell do she got a? I guess she got a pink bucket instead of the red bucket or the green bucket of the red bucket or the blue bucket of chitlins. Her brand is the pink bucket of chitlins, right? Cause don't she like Nicki Minaj or something like that? No, she got a black bucket. Forget that. Y'all please hit the like button. She got the black bucket of chitlins. All right, ciao. I cannot. She's annoying. She get on my nerves, and she an easy read. Okay. Shirley Williams said, "Y'all are so." What do you think is hypocritical about us, Shirley? Spell it out. Tell me, girl. Let's talk about it. What am I being? What are we being? What am I? I'm gonna put it on me. What am I being hypocritical about? Seeing as how this is my live, right? My channel or whatever. Tell me what am I being hypocritical about? Please, please. I ain't gonna cut you out. I just like to know your train of thought. You talking about TMO? Ain't nobody thinking about that burnt biscuit roll. I'm not. Tis vile. Okay. Ugh. Whatever. Mm-mm. I don't see it for it at all. Mm-mm. Then get mad and upset. Then the more she lied, the faster she talk. She just is a hot mess. She need to go sit all the way to freak down somewhere. Okay, that's what she need to do. All right, for real. Ugh, my God. Mm-mm. Then she want the loyalty from the gays, and I don't even know why. You already got a child. They don't need no mama. And they ain't got to give you no loyalty. It ain't no loyalty on these streets. I don't know these people. For real. You're funding trips. You're stroking their egos. You're stroking their insecurities. You're feeding them a line of bull crap. You're hyping them up so they can become a bigger train wreck than they already are. It's just amazing. I'm like, oh, child, what's really going on? Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, I've been kind of looking at as far as the real world goes. I was interested in that. What was her name? Dakaria. I know I'm not saying her name. Dakaria Thompson. That girl that was unalived. You know, her father was worried about it. And then they found her unalived a couple of days later, and then the guy that they said that killed her. Oh, it was just horrible. Oh, I just felt so bad for that young lady. Tim wants to be a victim. Don't you want to be a victim so bad? Like, girl, bye, child. Ain't nobody. She is not a victim. She ain't never gonna be a victim. Okay. TMO was talking about how difficult her pregnancies was when she was over 350 pounds. Multiple people gave the side out real bad. I bet it was. Sure. Y'all please hit the like button for me. I didn't realize there ain't a lot of people in here. I've been out for a couple of days, and child, I can't get down with the begathons, and I ain't took a deep dive into whatever the world's going on with these beef sector streets because I really don't care. I said, well, let me check in and give my people some commentary, child. Okay. It's been a minute, child. I be trying. Uh-uh. But we know nothing don't be going on around here for real. Uh-uh. 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 I ain't never seen nothing like it. Stop just said multiple people gave the side eye real bad. Facts. I don't talk. You don't talk to none of these people. Okay. Sure. Uh-uh. I don't be down in their chest either. See, that's what I was saying about that thing that lied on me, trying to make it seem like I dropped down in somebody's chat, honey. I would rather hit the link. I don't like to drop down in chats, not and say a lot. I dropped the last chat I dropped down was Kimmy's this weekend, and I called TMO Burnt Chitlin. Hey, to be sick, the podcast. I'd rather hit the link. And after I said that, I said, well, let me hit the link and say what I gotta say, because I can't be doing all that typing. Got that information about the Hyundai thing. Oh, do you so, sister? Yeah, I just found it interesting that there are a lot of Asian immigrants in that plant. Not the Hispanic Latino immigrants. A lot of a lot of Asian immigrants. And then who did rat them out? Child, I found it very interesting. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Mm-mm. Interesting. And were they shipping the Asian people in here with the car parts? Like, were they indentured servants? Like, were they sneaking them into the country and making them work off their payment for getting here, for being smuggled here in the Hyundai plant? Like, what was really going on behind that? I was interested because that don't sound right to me. I'm like, say what now? Child, the person that unalived her was an illegal immigrant with a criminal. The right, Betty Boop. Yes, I know, right? That's crazy, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad for her family. Child. Mm-mm. And her daddy really did have a bad feeling about her not coming back after she said she was going to get gas. I was like, wow. I saw the people protesting in Chicago. Yes, I did. Hmm. And shoot, they don't want the Gestapo, the U.S. Trump's version of the Gestapo. They don't want the Gestapo, honey. To what does he go? What's he call it? The National Police. Child, y'all know what Trump done? He done deputized a whole bunch of these Proud Boys and KKK members and neo not. In my opinion, it's my opinion. Okay, done deputized them, honey, and got them acting like they ICE workers, child. Honda is an Asian company. They hire I mean, I know that, but the immigrant. I'm talking about the immigrants. I know they hire their own, but a lot of those people were illegals. So my question is, how they get them all in there? Because it was a large amount of them. You see what I'm saying? That sound like a whole trafficking operation to me. Hey, Red Vines. Hey, Miss O. Um, they were here on a work visa. A contract between Georgia and the car company. A white lady. Did she really? Oh, wow. Well, was it a legit work visa? Oh, wow. And if they were here on a legit work visa, why were they able to well, you know what? I don't even have to ask why they were able to take him in because Trump do what he wanted to do, but wow. Okay. If it was all legit, okay. It was behind. Oh, no problem, Tennessee whiskey. Mm-mm. Oh, she said I was 300. My doctor said I couldn't have babies. Lost weight 14 years later. Oh, okay. Dr. Sophie said a mess. Girl. Multiple people were questioning how Lovely Love 50 was supposedly definitely sick. And on the church, I guess the church setting list, but won the salad challenge, $300+ displaying 3 prepared salads. Do tell, child. I don't know. Stomp down, child. I don't know. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. China already done came to get. I imagine they did. China ain't playing. They ain't gonna leave them dangling. They got a home. You know what I mean? They got a home. Oh, okay. Okay. So, sister, child. Mm. Yes, it was legit. Oh, the company was legit. The work visas were legit. Well, they okay. All right. But like I said, Trump do what he want to do. So even if the visas were legit, and he felt like he wanted to make himself look good and go down there and round all those people up, then that's what he was gonna do. You know. But he talking tough turkey about Chicago. I know that. Child. But people don't even realize the why he's on the outside, he's looking like, it's all about the immigrants and all. It's about so much more. Okay. What about when your own people, when American citizens, what's going to happen when they start disappearing American citizens, especially Black American citizens? Okay, what's going to happen when they stop disappearing them? Okay, what's going to happen? Because you do realize this is Trump's version of Nazi Germany. Okay, these so-called National Guard members and ICE agents, that is nothing but Trump's version of the Gestapo. Okay, Hitler's Gestapo. He's just running by the playbook. All right. So what's going to happen when your family members start disappearing? Right. And the plot behind this is it said some of the work visas had expired. Oh wow. And then my thing is, here's the thing behind it. People don't even understand why they're bragging about, oh, Trump gonna come in because our crime is so bad and we want these illegal immigrants out of here. Uh, uh, uh. Did you see the fake birthday card was released? Is that horrible, man? No, I don't even know what you're talking about, Red Vines. I don't even know what you're talking about. But anyway, here, don't y'all find it interesting that where he's still sending his what's it called, national police? He's sending them to a whole lot of blue states, right? It's not even about the illegal immigrants, you know. Of course, we know he's a xenophobic racist. That's a given. But what he wants to do is to try to suppress the vote, to circumvent the Constitution of the United States any way that he can, right? Not to mention the fact that, do you guys realize how close we are to having war being raged on our own American soil? Do people realize that? Because you got Putin having a peace summit with China and North Korea and India, and all of these people, all of these countries clearly hate America. I mean, everybody hates America, but especially them. They're showing off their military might, in military parades and all of this and all of that. So you got all this stuff going on around the globe, making our country weaker and weaker by the day. But you got Trump waging war on American citizens. So that's right. That's what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to, do anything he can not to be put out of office, right? So if that means he's attacking these blue states, to make people, make it harder and harder for people to vote, especially Democrats. That's why he's invading these cities like that, especially these predominantly black, bigger inner cities, which are pretty much all Democrat. You know, but he gonna come in and clean up your community just cause he's a good guy, right? Okay, but he's attacked putting the troops in the blue states, right? Because he doesn't want people to vote Democrat. Think about it. And then he's allowing all these geopolitics, sprout up. He's acting ignorant to run. Even Zelensky said that pretty much Trump is just playing in Putin is playing in America's face, which is the truth. You know, Betty Boop says, if you are here illegally, this is what happens. People can't go to their countries and stay there to get free. Well, yeah, he's not even worried about that, Betty Boop. That really is not even really what's even going on. Like honestly, yeah, he does not care, right? He has lived his life, right, right, right. We will be left with the aftermath, right? Ain't he living a bonus life as president? You got that right. He living out his fantasy. You're right about that. He want to be the king. He want to be a dictator. He want to be Hitler. Okay, that's what he want to be. He living his best life right now. He don't care about nothing else but what he want. Okay, child. Right? Cause he should have been arrested. Child. Look, I want to see him get the white illegals too. Child. He's trying to get a kingship. That's what. Now he knows that if this country is at war, right? He can't be voted out of office if this country is in the midst of a war. He can't be voted out of office. He knows that, right? That can't happen. If he's trying to suppress all these democratic states, to make these people, fear of voting Democrat or whatever, or trying to steal the election in some kind of way, like I believe he did the first time, with the help of Elon Musk, in my opinion, allegedly, but that's just my opinion, right? So he's trying to do everything and then what, okay, so what if he's elected out of office? Is he going to do another January 6th like he did the last time, but on a larger scale? That's really what's going on. He's really not worried about no illegals. People keep, you know what Trump is to me? Trump ain't nothing but an internet content creator. That's what he is to me. A crazy ass, old rich ass man that's a dang on internet content creator. He a grifter, a flim flam artist, and everything else. But that people got to deal with him because he got the power right now. Okay, all of the world see him. Our world sees him as a joke. Our country has been severely weakened. That's why I believe that the next world war will be on American soil. I believe that this country will be attacked. Yes, I do. Like I really believe that. And honestly, that's probably what Trump wants. He don't give a damn. Like Dr. Sophie said, he living a bonus life, okay? He living his best life right now. About to kill over. But evil people, what was that? I was looking at something. They was doing an advertisement for some show that's gonna come on. What is that news channel? That new news channel? When that man was on there when he said they was doing a promo about evil, says evil is contagious. I said, you know what? It's absolutely right. Bill O'Reilly or something like that. Evil is contagious. I don't know who said it first, but it's the truth. This country is an embarrassment. I see why people exactly, Dr. Toby, exactly. I absolutely this country has become an embarrassment. Absolutely right. But it's imploding on itself. It was never meant to be here for as long. I think that the United States of America, as it stands now, is it has lasted longer than expected anyway. Honestly, I really do. The elect the electoral votes elect him. Child, the popular votes doesn't elect the president. He is doing what they want, put him in office to do. Well, I mean, absolutely doing what they put him in office to do, but don't want their hands up. Well, that's true. But the whole thing, look, the whole thing was a setup. I don't give a damn what nobody said. You can't convince me that honey, child, he wasn't put there, like you said. And then these pink people is so stupid. I will leave. I can't because exactly. I'm not going anywhere. They don't even want to go nowhere else. They don't want us nowhere else anyway. I don't have no choice but to stay here. Okay. Hey, Journey, how you doing? Honestly, so that's like a no brainer for somebody like me. You know, the Jewish community is trying to tell everyone what's next. What you mean by that, soul sister? But anyway, uh, look, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, that's what's really going on. I really can't see this country being invaded. Like I really can by other forces. I really can't see war on this country. And I'm not talking about civil war. I'm talking about world war. I can see that happening. I really can. How you doing, Ronnie Howard? See, people. One of the problems with this country is people, can't see the bigger picture, right? You know, they can't see past the original sin. What's the original sin? Racism, slavery, right? Every leader that starts talking about unity gets popped, right? What happened with Dr. King? Well, Dr. King was fighting for civil rights. What happened? He was fine, right? But when he launched the Poor People's Campaign, what happened? What happened? The government killed him. The poor people can't. He started worrying about civil rights, and he wanted civil and human rights for everybody. Black people and white people. He was talking about classism, right? Why are all these rich people benefiting off the backs of poor people? That's why it was called the Poor People's Campaign. All right, you got to think about it. As long as they can keep us divided from us, then they'll always be on top. As long as you can everyday working white people, everyday working black people, as long as you can keep us divided and ununified, the one percenters or whatever, the rich folks, in other words, they feel safe. Okay? So they keep the foot is always going to be on the back of the black man. But if you can keep that white man hypnotized into thinking he gonna benefit, from racism in some kind of way eventually, which is what the Make America Great campaign is really about. So as long as y'all can keep them hip, see, what people don't understand is, Dr. Sobe, the system of white supremacy, racism, really goes against white people and black people. Okay, the only people that benefit from the system of white supremacy, racism, is rich people, the rich and the powerful. Because our problem really at the end of the day is not race, it's class. But because black people got so much coming at them, in any given moment, like it's too much. You can't even get to the issue of class. You got to keep yourself from being hung up by a tree at night. Okay, you gotta worry about somebody like Trump invading your predominantly black community. You know, just really basically for the hell of it. Honestly, at the end of the day, the hell. And who the fuck asked the white man to come in on a white horse and save their black community? Save your own damn community. Like I said, them baby avatars say a lot. So you can't police your own community. You can't take care of yourself. Like I'm confused. Like what? It's just embarrassing. Embarrassing for them, not those of us that know what the deal is. Okay, that don't make no sense to me. It's ridiculous. But it is what it is. To each his own. But people really need to be, looking at, trying to figure out what's really going on for real. Okay. All right. And begging for a trip in an extracurricular activity really ain't it. It really ain't what's up right now. Okay. Dr. Sobe said infighting is all amongst the American people equals war. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Dr. Sobe. You're absolutely right. I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely. Because see, there are several things going on at one time. Once again, but see, here's the thing about it that's interesting to me, Dr. Sobe. There are several things going on at one time in this country right now. In particular, it's not just several things going on to black people at one time in this country right now. It's several things going on to all people in this country at one time right now. So it's hard to focus. It's so much chaos, which is a diversionary tactic, and that's how they want it. It's hard to focus on what's really going on, what's really the issue. It's hard to focus because you got too much going on at one time. That's a diversionary tactic. Okay? You know. And so, yeah, it's crazy. So, you know, it don't make no sense. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, Betty Boop, I'm not talking about the textbook version of events when it comes to Dr. Martin Luther King and the Poor People's Campaign. I'm trying to talk about what really was going on. I'm not talking about the textbook version, okay? It is all by design, Petty Pendergrass. The thing I feel we as Americans need to do is stop paying the government. They will listen to the people then. How do you get around it? Olivia, did you watch the new episode of The View? No, I didn't watch it today. I didn't have time. I wasn't home. That's why I'm doing this live so late, which I'm going to get out for in a few minutes. As a matter of fact, some mega is crying because it hit them. Well, I mean, eventually they're going to wake up, shake up out of the daze, but by then it'll be too late. And then sometime when you get, we've seen time after time, unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of these mega supporters, they will do things at a detriment to themselves. Okay, as long as they're doing something that they think Trump is going to like. Okay, which is really at a detriment to themselves. They don't care. Nevertheless, they're still going to support it. You know. Stop paying federal taxes. Well, then you'd have to get you red vines. For that to happen, you'd have to get you when you go to work and you get your paycheck. You don't get a paycheck. You tell them you want to get paid in cash. Okay, you tell them you want to get paid in cash, and you'll pay your taxes when you get ready to. Okay, like I said, how do you get around it? How do you get around paying your federal taxes? You know, and then there's a little thing called tax evasion. Farmers and mega. Did well the farmers, yeah, absolutely. They absolutely did it to themselves. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I guess Trump thought that black folks was gonna go back on the farm. Child, I don't know. I don't know. Child, black folks don't even gonna pay for their own trips around here. How the fuck you think they gonna be out in the sun all day trying to pick fruit? That don't even make no sense to me. But okay, child. Mm-mm. Like I said, they do things at their own detriment, in order to support their king. Okay, so yeah, you know, there's a whole lot of businesses that's done lost their businesses. Not only farms, take the construction industry for instance. A lot of those people or those construction companies, honey, they are doing real bad right now. You know, and so yeah, yeah. They mad because black people are not protesting. That's what, Dr. Soapy. We ain't supposed to be protesting, okay? Because we know what the deal is. We don't care. We used to it. They the one brand new. They the one in shock, not us. We used to it. So this ain't nothing new to us. So why would we get out there and protest? Like for what? Like, but yeah, they mad. They're definitely mad. That's right. We don't care. What? I mean, this is just par for the course. The black people. I mean, what? Protest for what? Right, fuck out of here. This is everyday living for us. This ain't nothing new. Damn. So yeah, but they are shocked that we're not out there protesting and we're not out living and all of this here and all of that. I mean, yeah, we talking about it, but are we shocked? No. Are we surprised? No. No. For what? Mm-mm. They more shocked than we are. Just so silly. But like you said, why the world keep being mad? Child, please. I agree. That's what they get for thinking they were. That's what they get for thinking they was different. You're right about that, HTX sweet. That's what they get for thinking they was different. Just like I said, when it comes to the system of white supremacy racism, honey, it's really got its foot on the neck of all working class people. Okay, not just black people, all working class people, because it's really about classism and power. And by the time some folks realize it, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Child, they are in the finding out phase. I heard that CBAC TV. I know that's right. They are in the finding out phase. I know that's right. Child. Mm-mm. 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 A lot of Asians found out. With the Hyundai Ray. That's that's true too, XTX sweetie. A lot of them found out doing the right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't realize that they're dealing with pure insanity. Okay? You cannot reason with madness, okay? You cannot. There is no reasoning with madness, okay? And what we got here in this country right now is sheer madness. There is no reasoning with it at all. A black MAGA is a traitor to the black community and should be held and war. It's held against war crimes too. Well, I mean, some black folks think if they kiss up, if they kiss up enough, or crawl up the cracks of what the Anglos want, they gonna be saved. But honey, you're not gonna be saved. They gonna go for everybody before everybody else go. Okay? Because it ain't the black folks that's gonna think of them as traitors. It's actually the white folks. The white folks be thinking, well, hell, if you don't support your own people, you ain't really supporting us. If you stabbing them in the back, that means you gonna stab us in the back too. So we might as well go on and get rid of you. See, that's how they think. Yeah. Do you know the whites could use their Amex card to pay for medical school and grad back in the absolute? Only color white supremacy cares about is green money. You got that right, and gold, honey. Every other color holds no weight or authority to them. You're absolutely right, Petty. I absolutely agree with that. That is a perfect analogy. Thank you for putting that down, because you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. But see, sometimes people can't see the big picture, unfortunately. And there's reasons for that. Like I said, we got a lot, Americans. I'm just gonna say that in general have a lot coming at them at one time these days. But by the time they realize what's going on, unfortunately, which is now, it's already too late. Corporate changed their policies when they saw blacks were going back to further. Didn't they, Doctor? Did you see that report where, was it over 300,000 or was it 30,000 black women from the corporate world had been placed, had been fired, or released from their job for whatever reason, or all the changes that went on with black women, as far as the white collar world goes. I was like, wow, okay, all right, pay attention, folks, pay attention, pay attention. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. A good little roast, gag, and a drag is cute, you know, but you got to pay attention to what's really going on. Like, everyday living is what's going on. Okay, that's the topic for me. Everyday living, child. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. But like I said, I think this country is headed for war on its own soil, and I'm not talking a civil war either. I think this country is ripe for being invaded. I really do think that. Hmm. I think I'm going to see that in my lifetime. I think I'm going to see in my lifetime this country be invaded by foreign countries. I really do believe that. Yeah, that is crazy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Child. Mm-mm-mm. And poor little Zelensky over there, I mean, like, he just be trying to tell people about Putin. Folks don't be listening. He done said Putin is playing in Trump's face. Ain't no girl. Okay. But I was like, I know that's right. Tell him, Zelensky. Tell him. Mm-mm. And then you got what is his name over there? Netanyahu. Now, what they call him, Bibi, done lost his mind. Done committed all types of war crimes. Lord have mercy. Genocide and everything else. Ain't nobody doing nothing about that. That's unchecked. You know. But like that quote said, evil is contagious, and it's absolutely right. Mm-mm-mm. This country has been left pretty much defenseless. Anytime you more concerned about turning your American troops on its own people, as opposed to what's going on in this world and where they in this country for war, okay, anytime you're more worried about that, there's an issue. Okay? And it's also a diversionary tactic. South Korea and American have a trade deal worth $350 billion. So the Korea working there was also a trade. You mean the Koreans working there? You talking about the Hyundai plant? Was also a trade? I don't know. All I know was my eyes was it was very interesting how that plant got raided by ICE. I was like, wait, what? And it wasn't the Hispanics in there, it was the Asians. I was like, well, damn. Well, damn. Well, damn. Yeah, that's what they say. The Georgia woman turned them in. I said, well, damn. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. Mm-mm-mm. And then we ain't gonna even, can we talk about the fact that Roosevelt's he's so crazy. I mean, not Roosevelt. Lord how much I said Roosevelt. Kennedy. He is crazy and cat pee. Okay, when it comes to the HHS, even his family, his own the other Kennedys are calling for his resignation. His own people is telling y'all, look, this man is out of his damn mind. Okay, y'all need to get him out of there. And why he always look like he got a doodoo? He got a constipated face with that old shaky voice. Because he's crazy. Can't reason with man. Trump talking about something. I think he's doing a good job. Really? Okay. All right. So here's the thing. What if this country is not invaded? Because this is ripe for invasion, right? They don't even necessarily have to use military might against this country. They can use bioweapons against this country. Okay? Because we've seen a bioweapon being launched before. Okay, it can happen again. Okay? So recently. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She knew they were Asian. She didn't care. I think she was running for office in Georgia. Maybe she's just mad because she didn't get a job there. Maybe she feel like some Asian took her job. Ooh, ooh. It sounds like a bunch of entitlement to me. These countries have reciprocal agreements with each other, which is why certain communities have rights and privileges over others. Well, that's why I was so shocked about the age the Hyundai plan. Pay attention. Yeah. Hitler had doctors like JFK Jr. They call him. Look at her. Like I said, so sister, this is the Hitler playbook. Okay. This is the Hitler playbook, and you're absolutely right. This Dr. Soapy said, honey. Trump is living his second life. He living his second best life. Okay, and he living his what's that song? I'm living my best life, and I ain't holding nothing back. Child, mm he getting his Hitler dreams, child. He got the Gestapo. He got the Americanized version of the Gestapo. He got a crazy wet doctor up in there in the health and human services department. He invading his own people. Child, he doing the most. Okay, the Asian delegation must not have paid their monthly. Evidently not. Even if they did pay the Pendergrass, it wasn't enough. Okay, he wants some more. He want more money. Okay, he want a little bit more. They ain't paying enough. Okay. Mm-mm. He is a mumbling idiot. He always got constipation face. Okay. Lord, his own family calling for him to be calling for his resignation. His own family. He can't piss crazy. His family like, look, if you can't listen to the man's family, then I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, damn. His own people, his own family is calling for his resignation. Says he is a danger to Americans' health. That's what his people said. His own family, his blood. Now, if you can't listen to that, I don't I don't know right or I knew what you meant. I don't know. I Lord have mercy. Okay. I mean, you don't want to listen to the man's own people. That I just don't know whatever else to say. Child, he should be impeached too. Hey, said you got that right. Mm-mm. But we all know Trump made a deal with that man to get his little voters behind him. That's why he gave him health and human services. Yeah, nobody listened to him. Yeah, they just said it again over the weekend. You know, here recently they said it. You know, again, Red Vines. Nobody listened to them before he was put in that position. They've called for this past couple of days. They've called for his resignation again. So this is the second time. Job to make America sick and die. You got that right. Mm-mm. Lord have mercy. They all need to be impeached. You're right about that, Red Vine. There's some things that have gone in this country that on in this country. They have gotten so far. He ain't even been a year in office yet, but some things done. He done dismantled some things in this country that can't be undone. Okay, they can't be reassembled. Okay, there ain't no walking back from it. That's how much damage he done already. And that don't make no sense. Mm. See, these are the things that I'll be worried about, y'all. Okay, I really don't be worried about a salad challenge or somebody get a grown person being funded on an extracurricular activity, a camera slip, or this that. Child, I be worried about the things that are actually impacting all of us in one way or another. That's my issue. Okay, child. Mm. Everybody's been right about it, child. On the View, they said, we the people are paying over $1 million. I believe it. No, like I said, I didn't get to watch it this morning. His family should have locked him up years ago. You got that right. Mm-mm. She told you what he was going to do. I mean, we all knew what he was going to do. I mean, no, nobody. Hey, but people was falling for the okie doke. Some people, a lot of people were. So yeah. We knew what he was going to do. But what happened? The problem is he should have been arrested for the uprising that occurred on January the 6th. That's where Biden went wrong. They should have arrested him for treason. That's what they should have done. That's what they did wrong. They did not arrest him because the Democrats have no backbone. And that's what they should have done. Mm-mm. They just gave away their power on a silver platter. Just gave it away. Mm-mm. But anyway, y'all, bring it back. Everybody think of it. Well, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Okay. Like I said, I was just checking in. I have enjoyed this conversation. I said, no matter whenever I get back in this house, I am going to hit this live button and say something to the folks that like my commentary, and that's what I want to do. I was bound and determined to do that, y'all. Why would you have the marshal picking up? I don't know. That dang on dollar sign picking up the marshal picking up trash. Child, lock, stock, and barrel. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. Child, I am sorry. I am really sporadic. There's a lot going on. The story of Nebuchadnezzar unfolding. Shoot, the story of the story of Nazi Germany unfolding. I tell you that. But anyway, um, yeah, I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. Y'all stay safe out here in these streets, okay? And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye bye. Peace.